I'm glad you're here. If you like this type of video, subscribe, like and share. Enjoy the video. Thank you for watching my videos. Hello guys. Today we are going to review and assemble the Donnerizing Violin, a violin made of carbon fiber. I bought this violin used. In fact, I believe it has not been played because the person was unable to assemble it and because I heard a vibration inside it. It comes with this case, a chromatic tuner, the bridge for assembly, and a rosin. When I bought it, I noticed this vibration, and I still haven't been able to figure out if this vibration is from the chin rest which is a little loose and is a different system than the conventional violin, or if it is something inside the violin. It has this design that is very beautiful and different, and the common accessories will not fit it, so they will have to be adapted. We also have this shoulder rest in the case, a manual in several languages such as German, English, Spanish, and another envelope about the design of the violin. Since I bought this violin used, it came without a bow, and to be fair and for comparison purposes, I'm going to use my bow, which I use when recording my videos here on YouTube. So, let's get to the first impressions of the violin. This scroll is very interesting. It's actually just the peg box. It doesn't have a scroll, but it has a very beautiful design. It's very futuristic. The fingerboard has some markings for the position of the notes. This violin has a very beautiful curvature on the top. There are apparently 2 screws on the chin rest. I'm going to open it up so we can see what it's like. It seems to be a very solid piece of carbon fiber. The goal will be to assemble it. And see if it sounds nice. If it does, before assembling it, I want to check if the measurements of the tail are correct. If it doesn't have a very long tail, which will interfere with the instrument's response. Apparently, it came with a Chinese tail. What really caught my attention about this violin was its design and the fact that it is a single piece of carbon fiber. I live in a very hot region, so when I need to play outside at an event or rehearsal, I am afraid to carry my main violin. To solve this, I bought this violin. Well, as I said, my perception is that this chin rest was really interfering with the sound, causing the violin to vibrate. I hope that is all, so let's take it apart and see how we are going to fix it. Here are 2 small pieces of EVA with adhesive, and inside to fix the chin rest are 2 screws. First, I will loosen this chin rest so we can get an idea of how it is fixed, and then we will replace the chin rest. Comment here where you are watching this video from if you like this type of video. If you like it, I will compare the sound of this violin with the sound of my acoustic violin that I use in the videos. As I had thought, there are 2 screws. If you need to replace them, you will have to drill a hole in the new chin rest so that it fits here. I will tighten the tail a little. I think it is a little far. It is very simple to do this type of assembly. Now I think it is in the correct position. Let's put the chin rest. I thought that this violin would have a very large difference in weight compared to the acoustic violin. I had the electric violin that was absurdly heavy. This violin apparently has a weight equivalent to the acoustic one. At the end of the video, I will weigh the violins, and we will be sure of the difference in weight. Well, now let's do the assembly. Put the strings on. This string had a very thick covering and the string wouldn't fit, so I had to force it a little with this tool, but after it fits the first time it goes smoothly. It's kind of hard to make this kind of video because it's not the way you usually hold the violin to put the strings on, so you have to leave some space for the camera to record. If you like this video, please like it and share it so I know you like it and I feel more encouraged to make videos like this. Now let's tune it and see if the vibration problem I felt when I hit the back of the violin was just from the chin rest, or if we have some other little surprise and that's why it was being sold. This violin is assembled. I sped up the video so it wouldn't be too boring for you. And let's see the sound of the violin and compare it with the sound of the acoustic violin. And what I feared really happened. The core was broken inside. This system of the violin's core is a system where the bottom part is glued and the top part has this screw mechanism so that you can adjust it until it touches the top of the violin. I just found out that this is the reason for selling it at a price slightly below market value. So let's try to glue the core in the correct position. I'm going to put a drop of glue and put it there in position. Let's see if we can get it fixed in the correct place. Well, after it's adjusted and in place, I'm just going to lock the top part. It has a slot underneath where it has to be glued. On top it has a lock to keep it adjusted. After you adjust it, you lock it to the top part. To touch it to the top of the violin, I used this string. So I wrapped it around the core and then I pulled it on one side and loosened it on the other until it touched the top of the violin, and then I made the lock there with this tool. Now we are going to attach the button, which is also a screw and does not need to be tightened too much. It is okay when it is finished. Let's assemble and tune it to see if the vibration problem has been solved. I hope so. I really like this violin. Let's see if we can solve this vibration. And as I mentioned, I am now going to compare the weights of the violins. 613 grams, the carbon fiber one. This second violin is a German factory violin, a copy of a Violin Paris, 472 grams. And finally, the violin that I usually use to record videos here on the channel is an Italian Augustus Pilastri violin weighing 502 grams. If you like this type of video, comment here, like it, share it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.